Paganism Day. Treaty featuring. Ah! Family joke.
No, it's really just
family joke.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Wait. There.
Hola.
Oh my gosh, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's like right over your head and everything.
Oh, golly.
Hi, everybody. This is the camera's over there, computer's over here. I'm the one with the mouse, so I'm controlling the mouse on the couch. So we're just, I'm here. So I'm looking over in this different direction. So for anybody that has not met Bill yet, this is Bill.
Still Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Bill. So, wait, no, not that one, not that, I turned it off, stop. Okay, it won't shut off. There.
There you go.
It's Bill. Just there. So I spent a little bit of time.
Joke.
Can you guys hear us okay?
No, it's not a joke.
Can I get a thumb? Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a thumbs up? Huh?
People still thumbs up?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yes, you can hear us. Awesome.
Good.
Awesome. So we have a lot of people saying hi. They're like, Mr. Bill, so good to see you. Whoop, whoop, everybody. Hi, Nancy Billiard. I hope you're feeling better. There's Angel. Katrina, I know you're in the hospital. And you're going to be having a surgery, and we know you're going to have a great.
For you.
Yeah, you're going to have a great outcome on that, yes. And I know you've been waiting on it. So she's been. How many surgeries have you had in your life, Katrina? She's had a significant amount of surgeries. So, yay, you can hear us. Woo! Hey, Tanya Lee. So, what we're going to talk about tonight, 4 open heart surgeries.
God, gee, I can't count that high. Oh, yeah, I got it.
You have 4 fingers, you're okay.
Yes. Wow. That's miraculous.
Yeah, she's
actually.
39, and she's 39. So she's part of our group. And why am I over here alone? You must be on My Mystical Life. Head on over, or on Late Bloomers, head over to My Mystical Life Facebook page. You'll find it. Find all of the party over there. Hi, Barbara Zisk. Hi, everybody. There is the incomparable Laura Berwick. Woo, and the crowd goes wild. Yes, congratulations, Tanya Lee, on hitting 300 members on your group. That is awesome.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this because what is it? In bulk just went by, you guys. In bulk, I think. So you had said that the groundhog passed away.
Yes, that's what I heard on the news. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a new one this morning.
Well, yeah, they got.
They have backups.
Yeah.
Backup groundhogs.
Yeah.
So the groundhog.
Probably his grandson or something.
It's probably Phyllis. I thought they called him Bill, but
Punxsutawney Phil.
I thought they called him Bill on the news, but they didn't. They called him Phil. So.
Yeah.
Have you not ever watched Groundhog Day?
I have watched Groundhog Day, but the little groundhog died yesterday. As you guys can tell, Mr. Fry is off camera being sassy. Right? Hi, Stace Ham. Sending you so much love, girl. I hope all is well. Oh my God, backup groundhogs. They did. They had a backup groundhog. But on the news, I thought Punxsutawney. No, it's Punxsutawney.
Something like that.
Something like that. But Phil. I thought they called him Bill, but they didn't. They called him Phil. So, okay.
Wow.
Yes, they're calling you Mr. Sassy Pants. Oh, you can watch that. Right. Okay. It's not a good sign for the groundhog. No, it's not. It's not. Milltown Mel passed away. Who's that? Milltown Mel. Oh, was that another groundhog? Yeah, I know. Renee's like, nobody wants to be on a Facebook Live and everybody else on the other page. It's no fun that way, right? So head on over to My Mystical Life, and that's where the party is. I don't understand how the groundhog dies and they say, wait, and they say it's It saw its shadow, not the same. No, it is. Tanya, you're right. It's not the same.
Remember in Ghost when the shadows came up in the ground?
Oh yeah, that isn't the same. Absolutely. Phil is always wrong, so we can count on him being the opposite. Mr. Fry, could you pretty please? I would like my cards just as a thing. Down here, there's Phil and General Lee. One saw his shadow and one didn't. Okay, so
Where would they be, my love?
they're on the end table at the end of the bed. So what do you guys do for in bulk? I know that I haven't seen Isis on here yet, and Isis was posting quite a bit of this, but I know Nancy Boyer does as well. So what'd you guys do for in bulk? And I might be saying it wrong. Am I saying it wrong? IMBOLC, in bulk.
I don't want to say because everybody probably spells it a little different.
Okay.
You know, what's good for you is good for me.
Okay.
I don't know. I've seen it spelled with an A. I've seen
But
it.
how's it said? Pronounced?
Oh, now see, you're asking me to pronounce it by 500 times. Let's say Elmbulk.
That one?
Okay.
That one?
That's fine.
Elmbulk.
Which one did you want?
Anyone you want to grab me. In bulk, yeah.
Anytime you have anything involved in the craft, and if you have 500 different people, they are going to pronounce it 500 different ways, almost guaranteed.
Like Sam Hain.
Just like you could say Bill, or you could say Bill, or you could say
Bill.
Lisa, or you could say Lisa. Yeah, shut up.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
But
that's true. That's
I don't
true.
have my squirrel on this one, you guys. Tanya says same for tarot. Now Tanya is the wonderful woman that we took our tarot class. I don't know if Mr. Fry's going to be able to take it on this next one. He is really trying to. Lisa. Oh, the new furniture. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Selected by moi. Yeah.
Just for anybody that's cringing off there in internet land, it is not Sam Hain for Halloween. It is not. It is not. What is it?
What, All Hallows Eve or Hallowmas or
How do you say Sam Hain?
Sam Hain?
Samhain.
Okay. Depends on you.
No. SAM. I got scolded.
Oh.
I got scolded.
And that is with the original dialect, Germany, England, France.
And I don't know.
See?
This is why it's so confusing.
Yes, it
Look,
is.
there's Raina. Hi, Raina. Scott's wife's on. Scott's wife's on.
Oh, hi!
I was thinking he wasn't.
Oh, it's Henry! Oh, well.
That's our child. This is.
No,
It's okay.
It's all over again. See? How's that?
Hi, Gabriella. So, had the coolest thing happen today. I was working in the bedroom trying to make it all fluffy and everything, and I kept hearing this tap tap rap tap tap taparoo in the house, and I had to go around looking for it. And so I went and I called Sam into the other room. I'm like, you gotta come here. Oh, Scott's there too. So wave hi to Scott. And I look in his room, and there's a cardinal beating on his window, like tap 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 tap. And I go away a little bit, come back a little bit, a little knock 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 on the window. And I went into Sam and I'm like, you gotta come see this. And he says it happens all the time, that this cardinal's at his window all the time. Hi, Richard. I think it's Richard. I find it funny, not that Richard. It's spiritual psychics too. I know.
Yeah, okay. We got it, Richard 1, Richard 2.
I know. I find it funny how certain words sound the same but mean different things in the U.S. compared to the U.K. Absolutely. And Lori says old English, different pronunciations. That's why it's hard for non-English speakers to learn. Yeah, so the cardinal was just knocking on the window, and I was like, I thought it was the neatest thing. He's like, what happens all the time? I'm like,
He shows up, and the thing is, he goes to that window. You don't usually go to the other one. Once in a great while.
really?
Yeah. Come here, kitty.
Oh, hi. Photobomb.
Come here.
Hey, you checking out the what's going on in here?
Yeah.
All you guys get to see is tail. That's it. Tail.
Hmm?
See? Hi, everybody.
Tell him Kitty's name.
Magic. The
Yeah.
kitty's name is
Magic.
Magic with murder mittens.
Come here, you. Come on.
Yes, cardinals are said to come from the other side. Correct. Absolutely. With thoughts and love and attention for us here. Okay. All right. Of course, I'm going to cough now.
Magic.
Hi, Magic.
She just wanted to practice to get to your legs.
No, come here, kitty. You're okay. She's like, this is my couch. So the first day, the couch was here. The new couch. It wasn't Magic that did it, but it was Baby. And I had cushions down at this end, and the other end, I'd never seen the cat on the couch. She laid on that couch. She was like, what are you gonna do? Move me? Yeah, I'm gonna try. Hey, that's nice, Murder Mitt. Okay.
Come here.
Yep, my stepmom, who was a Brit, would say I was starving, and she would be like, it's warm outside. I'd say, huh? I need food. Starving, cold, what? And I'm so lost, right? So who is, give me a hand up in the air, or a shout out, or a snow, or however you want to say it. Who is in the midst of the snow that's coming? Rachel Kalina said to tell you she is here. Thank you so much, Heather Johns. I have no idea. Like, seriously.
Snow's white, isn't it?
Yes,
I think it is.
snow
Yeah.
is white.
Yeah.
He's here in
that's the sky.
Texas. We got 1 foot of snow today. Oh my goodness, Gabriella. Yuck. Hey, easy there.
Snark,
Easy.
snark, snark, snark.
Yeah, easy. Heidi has snow. You got sunshine? Yeah, Angel, we know. Ouch, 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 ouch. Richard says, nice and sunny here, but the UK. Oh, come on. Okay, now you're scratching me.
Come here, baby.
There you go. Okay. There you go.
Come on.
All right. All right. Okay.
Come on.
Thank goodness no snow for my end of Canada. We've had enough. Oh, you brought crystals in your bag. Awesome. Awesome.
I
So,
can't stop her. She's on red.
no, it's okay. We are in the rain line so far. So, what is anything anybody did for in bulk? What did anybody do anything particularly? I think the new moon was going on as well, right? So we would want to be releasing things, right? No, we would be attracting things. We want to be attracting things, not releasing. You're in for snow tomorrow in Indianapolis. It's coming, sleeting now. Ugh, it's not bad there in Ireland. Hey, Ellie Coyle, how are you? You think you're the clear? I was looking at that, Tammy. Okay. Now, I love you, kitty.
Oh, no. She's such a sweetheart.
You keep getting stupid free screen. Okay. Hey. I understand. She's like, you've changed the aspect of what's going on here, and now I'm confused. You did loads of releasing and manifesting new moon and 2222. Awesome. What is it with you this evening? This cat is mixing bread.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She's nasty. Come here, baby.
Yes, she is nesting. Yeah. Did a reading for yourself, a crystal graded meditation for 2222. So, I was in a class the other day, purging the house, clearing the way. Hi, Dana. I was in a class the other day, and I have to say, one of the best meditations that I've had in a long time. And I'm wondering if it's because it was a group meditation and it was everybody raising vibrations together as one big unit. And it was just such an incredible, you are pressing it.
Come on, baby. Come here. Come here, you. Oh, sorry about that. Come here, you little bird. Come here. Sit still. Be still for a moment. Be still.
Murder mittens, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He's like, precious feline. I'm like, and then she's like, I'm going
to eat you up.
I know. What's a good thing to do on the 2222 portal? A lot of release, a lot of letting go, bringing in healing energy, especially right now. You know, we have so many people that are not, put a blanket on your lap. You are fortunate, Lisa. Did you see that? She was hanging on like, no! She is so cute. She is a really good kitty. She really is a good kitty. Lots of releasing, lots of letting go of crap and corruption that doesn't serve us anymore. But, you know, when it comes to this portal that we have going on right now, I really want to say work with Raphael, call in Archangel Raphael to bring in that healing aspect. You have to do that with yours, put a towel on your lap. Nancy Billiard already has 6 inches of snow and more on the way. So we hadn't talked about this yet. So him and I hadn't talked about this yet. But Sam and I were out running. Are you really on the internet? You're playing on your phone? You could come over here and be cuddled on the couch.
I am very comfortable right here.
I think he said no.
I think you did too.
Okay.
Did my stated qigong today, just trying to focus and release. I've been so sick. The blood pressure is trying to. Gotcha, Heather. Yeah, qigong, it really helped once you really get into that. What?
Your cone is thing.
Where did I put it? Okay. Ellie says, "Hello, Bill. It's great to see you." She's from Ireland. It's Ellie Coyle. We were out and about running around yesterday, and I noticed that I have a new email from Bill. And he missed the newsletter because the newsletter was already out, and I saw it was for the newsletter. So I'm going to say, do you want me to post it out on the group for everybody to be able to see, or do you want me to wait till the next newsletter?
Well,
right. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a small ritual, or was that candle work in there? What kind of work was in there?
I don't recall.
That was yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. You did send me something yesterday, right?
Oh, goodness.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Oops. I do things like that.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Bill and you and Ellie spoke at one point. You guys were live together. So this is going to be posted on the group, you guys, and probably tomorrow. Your doctor appointment went well, and your taxes are done and accepted, and you are rolling. Man, you are rolling, Lori. Oh my gosh! And we're going to talk about that, Dinah. But that'll be up on the group. I'll put it up in the group either later tonight or tomorrow morning. And you guys can go through that, and it's just some different. I didn't read the whole thing, so surprise! Whatever you get, you get. That's how we roll.
Okay.
You just okay. I know it's just sorry. Anybody else been experiencing weird dreams? Incredibly strange, odd, icky dreams. Hi, Rachel Day. Hi, Autumn. There's been a lot of I don't know, just weird dreams lately. Sam and I have been talking about that. Very weird. Absolutely. Thank goodness it's not just me. I feel a little less bonkers. So here's what I'm going to say. Bill has been in the craft for
50 years.
50 years. He may know a thing or two. So are you open to questions?
Oh, I'm open to any question
Okay.
I got. Now,
All right.
Let me say this, though. I got to qualify this. Different people, when they ask a question or formulate a question, my interpretation of yours and your interpretation is subject to be completely different. The only thing I can do is give you what I know, and just you have to take it from there. Fair enough?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, right. You're good. You're right.
Yeah.
Nia says, yes, weird dreams are weird. I apparently attended a whole private Drake concert during a nap the other day, amongst other weird things. Okay. Gotcha. Billy Ray's had a lot of pressure, or Billy Ann's had a lot of pressure in her forehead. A lot of that is we're not getting the messages from our guides, and this is a great way that they let us know that we are missing the mark, and they're trying to work with you. Weird dreams. Yours was about when you were young. So here's what I'm going to say, you guys. If you guys have any questions for Bill, feel free to ask. He has been in the craft for 50 years. He is an elder, and he knows a lot of interesting stuff about the craft and paganism and all that good stuff. So if you have a question, feel free to ask. It is, wait a minute. Wait, it is a Bill kind of evening, right? Okay.
You can make it do that.
I'm doing it. Yeah, it's right here. See this little thing right here?
Okay,
This
got
is
it.
where my pointer is, that little
Yeah.
light.
Cool,
See?
I like that.
And I'm making it flash. I couldn't get it to just flash. I tried. I tried really hard. That's what I was doing in the bedroom this whole time, trying to figure out how to make it happen.
Oh,
I wanted your name. Go ahead and do it. Tell them how it's supposed to look.
What? Oh, Bill. Works for me.
we were watching some Marvel movie the other night, and he goes, I just think it needs to be Bill. It's like, yeah, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm a
Yeah,
superhero.
that's it. That's right.
Yeah.
Did you see? You saw the intro.
They made that little
Well, I'll do the
insignia
intro
there
again.
right after they turned me in for qualifications for King of the World.
I'll play the intro again because the intro is funny. Hold on. Look at. I don't know if you guys can hear the music on the intro or not. It's supposed to have music, but look, superhero.
It's only you and I know what the whole world is going to learn.
Okay. All I can think of is Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill. You probably heard that
A time or two, yeah.
a couple times in your life.
Yeah. Sometimes with a little bit different lilt, and I'm like, Bill.
Hey, Renee Shalom. All right. Yeah, a lot of people are having some really funky dreams right now. I had one about a dog last night. I'm not even going to go into it. It was just weird, and the dog had fleas. It was just the weirdest thing. I don't know. Ellie says, how do you help someone cross over that's either past and stuck or someone you know is going to pass? Right, Ellie, that's hard. The best thing you can do for that, though, and I'll put it over to Bill to see if he has an answer for this as well, but is energetic healing just to help ease the way. Do you guys do anything like that in the craft?
In the craft, we do everything from healing to when we know that there is no healing, for patience and sincerity between the two peoples, or us as a group to that person to help them feel better.
Okay. It's about the same.
Yeah.
About the same.
Yeah.
The same, right? Because you'll find, you guys, that throughout history, throughout time, those that work with spirit, whether it be through Druidism or paganism or, you know, any of the old religions into modern day energy working, it hasn't changed that much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some of the words and some of the clothing people wear, that's going to change. But when you have energy that you're working with, it's always going to be consistent, because you're not going to get a change in helping somebody transition over. It's just pretty much going to always be the same.
Is any of your people here, has anybody ever heard of or worked with Lady Cersei from Toledo?
I don't know. We have some Toledoans on here, and because we're behind and we'll scroll through here.
Mm-hmm.
But Bill's teacher was Madame Cersei from Toledo.
Lady Cersei.
Lady Cersei from Toledo. And is any of the Toledoans familiar with her? I know we have quite a few on here.
Or Northwest Ohio.
Northwest Ohio,
Yeah,
but
was all over the place.
she was pretty much Midwest.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you would say that was her hub.
Gotcha. How do I unlock or work with my guides or spirits? I have been meditating and doing the shadow work. Billy Ann, you're on the right track. The more you call them in, the more they're going to come to you. They'll making yourself available. Is there any type of specific meditation, or how did you work with your guides? Because we don't talk about this often.
If I have something that is working on me,
mm-hmm.
I will go up between what used to be my grapefruit trees,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I will set up my altar out there, and go out there, and I will talk to the spirits from the circle.
Okay, and that's where you usually cast your circle, though, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. If you make a garden, don't give.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
Kitty.
I'm scrolling, you guys. Oh, you guys can hear the video audio, because I can't hear it for some reason. Names and lights. I wish you could hear the music, because it's like superhero music.
Oh, can't hear it.
No, can't hear it. Dramatic entry. Kapow! Boo! I know it was just funny. We were talking about it, and he just was so dramatic. It was just such, you have one of those moments that you're just never gonna forget, and he's just like, Bill. Thought that's about right.
More than
Yeah.
likely, you have your speakers turned off.
Man, I am not touching the audio.
No, I understand.
I had trouble.
Calm down.
Lisa Phillips says, I've had an incredible urge to call my grandmother. The first 3 digits of her phone even came up in the lottery. That isn't synchronicity, right? That's synchronicity. Might want to jump on that one. I got you. I think I got your question, Ellie. Let me know. Hi, Vedra. And Vedra says she can't remember her dreams. I have to sit back here, guys, or I'm out of frame. So, I can't remember my dreams, or you very seldomly do, and that's okay. A lot of deep healing goes on at that point. You just watch. This cat's gonna tip this over, so when you see the camera go, this is the other cat, baby, that is, you watch. And it's gonna be funny. Okay, let's see. Good thing in real life you're an amazing mommy and have such a happy puppy. I'm gonna laugh my butt off if he does.
He's a klutz.
Oh my gosh. You found out your grandpa is in the hospital and now on dialysis. Autumn, sending wonderful energy to your grandfather. If we could all do that, that would be great. Yes. Okay, we got you, Ellie. Do they do a seminar? I need to help somebody cross over into the light, and that, Mr. Fry's off to the side making noises. I think we did catch that question. I'm scrolling, you guys. I am behind on something. Druid, Vedra practice Druidism. So how many people on here practice a form of paganism, or in Druidism is a form of paganism? There's so many different branches of it and legs of it. I hate to even give it a blanket word would be Druidism. So notice I'm not calling it Wicca, because that is just this tiny little modern piece of paganism. So there's this huge array of different names to be used for it, right?
Yes, I personally myself, I will answer a question. Well, what are you? I'll say that I'm a pagan, or of the craft.
Gotcha.
Of the craft covers a lot of multitude of everything, and I can sit down and talk with everybody.
Rachel Day says, I didn't study under Lady Circe. She even spelled it right. I didn't, but I met her and I've worked with some of her former students.
Oh.
So,
Ooh.
Do you want to talk about Lady Circe?
I'm just curious. Inanna, Lady Inanna, Lady Artemis.
Yeah, they're both still in that
just,
area.
Those are the two that pop out in my mind. Lady Artemis and I were married for 5 weeks. That was very interesting. And I'm godfather to 2 of her kids.
I don't ask.
Oh, well.
I just don't ask, you guys.
Yeah, anyhow, it was 1,000 years ago.
Rach, let's see. Billy Ann says, what is Druid or Druidism?
Oh, gosh.
It's hard to nail to the wall.
Because, as a matter of fact, just the other day, I was listening to a science program and to some archaeologists and stuff, and they were digging through history, trying to find a direct descendant of Druidism, and they didn't have it.
Yeah.
Because each string of the things, like the ones in Ireland, that's Druidism in its own degree, I remember its own way.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Scotland, they're Germany.
Yeah.
So it's just really impossible to track it down. That's why I like to refer to it as the craft.
There was something really interesting that I was reading when I was putting together the Christmas, about the origins of Christmas. And there was a school system that was trying to ban Christmas from the school. And because other people didn't want, other people of other faiths didn't want Christmas to be practiced within the school. But the guy won his case because Christmas, there's so many things you can pick out of from different religions, like the Christmas tree, the star, and we talked about the caroling and giving gifts, and all those things have been pulled from different religions that they couldn't specifically say you can't do this in school, which I found to be fascinating.
Oh yeah.
Because they just said this is so many aspects of so many different things that has been pulled across time in religion.
You can go back and study the Bible and take a look at it. And if you really stop and think about it, the Christian Bible is probably the most accurate book on history that's been written, because it talks about places, towns, times, rulers, and so forth and so on. And we can track all those back through history. And then here comes a headache. Now you got to break those down into individual entities. And then you got those entities there. Where did they come from?
Yeah.
The craft.
Yeah. It's just a little bit of everything from everywhere. And you guys, I'm scrolling as we go along, but I'm stopping when I see questions. So, Nighthawk.
Rachel Day says she has met Lady Artemis.
I was married to her for a little while.
But I think I have a broom that Lady Artemis made, crafted, and hanging in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I have to ask Leanne.
Her career was she was a nurse.
Yeah, I think that's how she knew Leanne. Okay.
Yeah.
So
she's gorgeous.
Nighthawk says, can we chat about the 5-pointed star, its significance, relevance, and what to do and what not to do with it?
Don't turn it upside down. Now it's satanic.
Yeah.
That's
we get a
pretty
bad
much a
rap,
given
right?
representation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Star, straight up is pagan star, or craft star, or wicked star.
Right.
I'll call it.
But the significance of the points are the elements, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have fire, water, earth, air, self. No, fire, water, earth, air, ether, and the center of the star is self. Okay, I was just wondering if paganism did it the exact same way. And that's what I'm sitting here in Metatron's like, self. Okay, calm down.
Hello,
calm
McFly.
Down. Hello, McFly. But yeah, when you're calling in circles, are you considering the elements in the star when you're doing that?
Uriel, Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel
to
pull watchtowers. Yeah, okay. In north, south, east, and west. And you call in each. Some people do, some don't. For the most part, when we bring up the circle and cast it, it's the watchtowers.
Gotcha.
And then the points of the stars come into play depending on what you're doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so don't turn it upside down, Dana. It is. Pagan is kind of a bad word to a lot of people, isn't it? And I can remember when we first started this.
Well, paganism predates Christianity.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's
as a general
a lot of
teaching,
it's incorporated into Christianity too.
If you go back to the time of prehistoric man, paganism is like if a guy saw lightning strike the ground and hit a tree and it started a fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's a god. Because he don't normally get that thing, because that's warm and steam. So forth and so on. I mean, the sun coming up in the morning is the goddess. She rules the day.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Isis.
The god rules the day, the goddess rules the night. Night up backwards. Yeah. So forth and so on. And then there's so many histories.
Oh, I understand what you're asking, Ellie. Ellie wants to know, because she had asked earlier, was what does your thoughts on paganism do for helping people transition over? And she wanted to know, was there like an actual ceremony that you did to help somebody transition, or is it just more of a healing thought process?
Hi,
Gay. Okay.
There's two answers to that.
Okay.
One, if you're the only person around that is aware of this person, the best that you can do is sort of crawl into yourself and send the good from your center to that person.
Right.
And help them relax and accept it. The other part of it is, if you're lucky enough to have a group that knows that person, and you hold a group circle,
okay,
and it can really make a difference. So because
really,
the more hundreds of people you have to help you out, they don't have to have been good buds or nothing like that, but to be able to look in the mind's eye and see them, and then send goodwill to them. Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's very good.
Yeah, and the more people, even on a regular energy healing or a Reiki share or anything like that. So if you're just doing, and you know this, Sally, too, the more people you have, the more targeted the energy is,
Mm-hmm.
and the healing or the
Yep.
assistance. But yeah. Okay, I have a question for Bill. What is the difference? This is from Peggy Dollar. What is the difference or similarities between
hi.
paganism, Wiccan, and folk magic?
Folk magic, I think, if I was going to put a label on it, that's the oldest of all. Because it goes back to, like I just said, lightning come out of the sky, hits a tree, starts a fire. Oh my God, it's our God.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
folk.
Right.
Wiccan,
Stories passed orally, like
yes,
that.
yes. As far as orally is concerned, it's an evolution. If you have been studying books authored in the 1800s, that's probably going to be your mindset as to what you are into.
Right.
It works. If you're studying something by somebody modern day, and they are truly a sincere practitioner, their word, their ideas, their thoughts can be projected just like anything else.
Right.
It don't matter the mattering or the point you're bringing it from, because that's you.
Right.
So as long as you bring yourself into the practice, you know.
And I would consider paganism to be the spiritual art of working with the elements and spirit, gods, goddesses, monotheistic, to work spiritually. Is that
Okay,
probably?
yeah.
Okay.
And like when we cast the circle, get in the circle. If we're doing it specifically because of holiday or just a grand get together of all of us, and you get in the circle, you gather around a kettle, and yes, we use a kettle, a cast iron kettle. We start a fire in there.
Gratuitous plug. We have cast iron kettles in the store. Our mystical crystals, cauldrons.
Yes, yes.
In Ultra Supplies on sale for 25% this week. Gratuitous plug.
Shameless
Sorry.
plug.
Shameless. Absolutely shameless.
That if you get your whole circle around it and you get yourself into a meditative state, you can change the color of the fire coming out of the cauldron. Try it as a group effort. I think you'll be mildly surprised.
Interesting. Yeah, absolutely. That would.
And that's being, you got 4 or 5 people standing around the cauldron because nobody's slipping in anything, any chemicals in it or nothing.
Right. Absolutely.
And then it's all metaphysically done through thought.
Through thought. Calling it pyromancy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. In Wicca, Peggy, is more of a modern written practice of paganism, if I'm correct on that.
Past
Right?
few hundred years. Yeah.
It is it's where you're given the guidebook instead of having oral traditions. A great example of oral traditions in paganism would be the First Peoples or the Native Americans, where they had a storyteller that passed the stories and the traditions and the magic down from generation to generation, and that's what they considered it. And one shaman would pass the stories down to another shaman. So that would be more of a form of paganism, absolutely, because shamans are the oldest religious practice on the planet, and then it just broke off into different types of things. So, but Wicca is it's very brief. I think it was started like at the beginning of like 1920 something.
Somewhere along in that time range,
Mm-hmm.
come up with. I don't even know the actual origins of the name. I just know it appeared.
Yeah.
And it was just another name for the craft, and people almost put it on paper, because in the craft you're never allowed to write the whole truth. And everybody knows it. But yeah, but
So okay, so that and because within your traditions, I'm sure people want to keep some of their practices closer because they're specifically tailored to them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like Lady Circe taught Wicca. That's the name tag that she put on it. She taught that, and I think if she was alive today, knowing her the way I did, she may revert back to the older ways and call it the craft.
Gotcha.
Or something
Gotcha.
like that. Then
Okay.
that's what we were doing back then.
Okay. Ellie said, I heard someone last week who was a shaman requesting that people drum when she's passing. Like if I was doing angel work, I light a candle as Michael to take their hand and walk them forward. It would make sense to me for a shaman to want to be drummed out of if they were passing, absolutely, because that's their tradition, right? And the drumming carries its own vibration of to bring them into that theta brainwave and very relaxing. So that makes a whole lot of sense to me. Absolutely. Hey, Bald and Bonkers! I will be talking to you guys tomorrow. And this is either Dakota or Chris. I'm not quite sure which one. But tomorrow we're going to be taping a class on, and I need to get him a link because I totally forgot. We're going to be taping a class on Ghost Box.
Squirrel.
My squirrel's not on this one, though.
Yeah, she's over the squirrel.
Yeah. Rachel says she has. Oh, Mr. Farr read that she had. This is how far behind I am. Rachel says I haven't met Lady
Yeah, you were way behind.
I'm way behind. Okay, I'm.
So Stace Ham is asking, what is animism? Animism. A-N-I-M-I-S-M. Somebody said animism is older than paganism.
Oh, it's just a name.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it would be a form of paganism.
If I was teaching a class and you were in my class and you agreed with me, I understand most things, but you had another belief on a certain topic, so you're gonna call yours animism.
Okay.
There's 1,000 different variations
Okay.
from name to name. It's like you have Catholic Church, you have the Lutheran Church, you have the Protestant Church, and they're all because somewhere in their faith that they disagree with one that the other believes in, and back and forth. So the same theology sticks.
Gotcha. Someone says, "What's casting a circle for?"
Wow.
I know it's a big question.
Yeah, if you really get carried away, you can cast a circle in the morning. Just as soon as you roll out of bed, stand around, point at the ground, name off the watchtowers, and say thank you for this day that I woke up, and so forth. It could be as mild as that. It could be a healing circle. It could be if you want to mess with the ethers, you could cast evil spells, which you have to pay the price for. You understand?
Yes, we don't do that.
Okay, no, we don't do that. That could be bad. That's just any one of a million things. How do you explain it? Here's where you live the craft.
Right.
If I see something that I don't like, I can manifest that, and I can put my feelings out there of how I feel.
Gotcha.
Or I can throw a circle and do it a little stronger. I can do a group circle, and so forth and so on.
Gotcha. So for pretty much anything.
Yes.
You know, I'm assuming. Well, in shamanism, we cast circles in shamanism as well. It's done within the healing circle. So it's not just, it's across the board that this is used. But I would, for whatever reason, I keep hearing my guides say wedding ceremonies, something about wedding ceremonies inside a circle. Would that be something that would be done?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So pretty much any ceremony.
It's called a hand fasting, though.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I have very modern guides, very lippy modern guides.
Yeah. It's called the thing.
So here's a question from Lisa Phillips.
Oh, this will help me a lot.
Are spells for personal gain a bad thing?
I don't use them. I do the best I can do to promote myself to people for their thoughts, but I don't ever ask for their money or nothing. I mean, not for me. I mean, I'm not rich, but I'm not rich. So just work hard at what you do.
Yeah.
Lay down the steps that you're going to take, just like a tile floor. Today I'm going to do this, today I'm going to do that, and here are my goals. Set your goals.
Yeah.
Don't try and make money off of your goals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Manifesting.
I was just going to say, you're manifesting. I would say a spell manifesting is similar in the sense of you're putting intention out there, as long as it is not hurting somebody else or taking away from somebody else.
Yeah.
I cannot see where that is a problem. I can't see where that would be harmful or wrong to do so. You are trying to manifest wealth or success or just pure happiness.
Mhm.
As long as you aren't taking it, or you're not casting that you're trying to take it away from something or someone, I don't see where that is a bad thing.
You nailed it. Nailed it completely. The only thing I could say is do not
Hi,
do
Aaron.
not cast a spell that involves the harm of an animal, a critter,
Yes.
a worm, a snake, anything like that. Now you can pick them up and throw them out of the way.
Yeah.
And you can go fishing with the worm because that brings in sustenance for your life.
Right.
Stuff like that. You can take an animal for food. But yeah. So many people use, well, I'm going to throw a spell against so-and-so. Why? Because you got to pay the price. And a lot of times the price ain't very pretty.
The price is definitely not worth it.
Yes. Yes. Anyhow.
Tenfold.
Yes. Oh, gosh, yeah.
So Ellie says spells are a bit like manifesting, I think, as long as the energy exchange is positive.
Mhm.
So you cast a spell for something, and in exchange you help or do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
So and I'm just the ritual part of casting, I'm going to assume would be a form of meditation, because it would, and so totally stop me if I'm wrong, because the repetition is kind of like vacuuming the house and getting into the theta brainwave to create the manifestation from the praying or the
I like that. That's a good idea.
I mean, but seriously, in my brain, it's the repetition that helps get you down into the brainwave,
Right.
the function of intention to have that spell or that prayer or that intention to come to light.
As long as you have that thought and you've had a circle, and everybody knows why you're there for that circle, If it's a healing one, then they've gotten it in their mind and to transmit those good feelings towards a person. Or, if you see a bunny rabbit with a broken leg, fix the damn leg, for Christ's sake. Don't eat them. If you can. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
And Aaron, Lisa is not following through on the comments. She's busy, so
Yeah,
calm down, relax. It's all good, brother.
I said hi.
Well, 20 minutes later, you said hi.
It's because that's how far behind I am.
So that's
Mr.
all.
Fry's.
I'm monitoring the comments that I can see.
Right. Heather John just recently got to observe a Native American drumming circle and fire to pass someone
Yeah, you
over.
were way
It was
behind.
3 days and was beautiful. Absolutely. Totally unbelievably behind. Aaron, what's up? What's up? Okay.
Aaron, need a hug?
No. Hey.
Well, let me say, if there's 400 or 500 of you all around South Texas,
No shade.
we can all get together on one of the given holidays. Find us about a 500-acre field, mow it down a little bit, and
Snakes.
throw a circle.
Snakes. And fire ants.
Okay, it's winter. The snakes are going to go away.
Yeah. Fire ants are hibernating.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
But-
You stir them up, you mow their mound over, they're going to be a little...
Yeah, but I mean, I can always find a place to set up. If not, we can go right out here in the side yard out here and freak everybody in the neighborhood out. But
That'll be all right.
yeah, that'd be life. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
But that would be I know some really good chants, especially for healing circles.
When it's a decent, nice, warm night, we can go sit in a chair outside and maybe we can do that.
No, that don't work on. I mean, you're doing it right. This is a
I
waste
know.
of time.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, good. Yes, we'll pick somebody out. I tell you what.
You see the sass I get? You see the sass I get?
Shh.
He's like, it's not going to work on me. You don't know.
Well, anyhow, what I'm saying is, if there's, you can direct it anywhere. It can be down the block or around the world, don't matter.
Right.
So it's nice if you don't know the person to have a large picture of them, so you can focus on it and you can,
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I'm still reading you guys. I bought a cauldron from an estate sale. That's cool. Right? I am so far behind. Did I see that Leanne Salas is on here? Has anybody
I saw
seen?
somebody say Leanne, but I didn't see her.
And I know Rachel's here. Hi, Rachel. We're not ignoring you, Rachel. If you're commenting, I can't see it. For the love of all thing holy, I have no idea why. This is 2 different computers, so I can't believe it'd be my settings because I've checked the block list and you're not on it. So I don't know what the heck is going on.
How many people are online? Can you tell that?
Yeah, 30.
Oh, okay.
Diana says, me and a friend changed images coming out of a fire. Pretty interesting. Pyromancy, absolutely.
27 on my mystical.
There's 3 probably on YouTube then, or the other one. Yeah, I didn't make it into last night's meditation either. I do plan on doing it tonight. So here's where I'm at. Finally, I am to Vedra. Animism is older than paganism, still a form of paganism. Anytime you're working with nature, it is going to be paganism. People consider for the longest time herbology is a form of paganism. It's just, and that's where persecutions and things came from.
Think of I always like to use this as a comparison. Think back in the 1400s, okay? And out in the middle of the woods, you got this old hag with warts on her nose and stuff, and the pointy hat and the black robes, and she's sitting around this cauldron, stirring it up and double toning trouble, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what she's doing, don't you?
She's
the local pharmacist.
well, okay, yeah.
She's out there stirring that cauldron in the woods because those herbs and that she's stirring up stink to high heaven.
Oh, yeah.
And the fire she's around gets her clothes filthy all the time.
So she's wearing black.
And she's wearing black. I think we're on the same page here,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Ancient healers were that old lady out in the woods. And as time come by and then churches become involved and then, well, things just dissolve so that later on, she was the healer prior to that. Now she's that old gal out there in the woods, stirring things up.
Right?
Healing people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's so many different legs of it.
Oh, yes.
Isis says she believes the Wiccan Rede was written in the 1960s. Very well could have been. I'm not quite sure.
I don't know. I never paid too much attention to names.
Lori Spears is getting tore up by her cats as well.
Oh, good.
She's calling it gently kneading on her, but I'm calling it murder mittens.
Yes.
You got more of your drums? Yay. Lori Spears has done something really amazing, you guys. She is a music teacher. She's amazing. Lori Spears is amazing. Right. But she actually talked her school into allowing her to get a grant, helping her get a grant to do drumming circles with the kids. Wow, amazing. And they allowed it.
Really?
And she has all these new drums coming in. Well, I told you this. Everything is shifted, man. You don't need to be closet anymore.
I'm not. There's everybody in the closet around me. I'm down here in the middle of southeast Texas, and I got nobody to play with. Anyway.
Oh, God. Okay, what on the under Jesus is Ghost Box? I think you're asking me what is a ghost box, right, Ellie? This is how far behind I am. So sorry. A ghost box is kind of like white noise you can hear spirit come through on. And we had a student ask for more information on the ghost box. So I went to a source of people that are knowledgeable. I know what they are, I know what they do, all that good stuff, but they've used them a lot more than me. So I'll be talking to them tomorrow and getting that information for y'all.
Ghostbusters.
Ellie said,
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Ghostbusters got the Ghostbusters.
That's true.
Okay, never mind. I was trying to be funny.
You're good. No, you're good. Okay, so casting a circle is what you would do before spiritual work. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm circle protection. Great answer, Bill. Isis says it's similar to when we need to protect our energy field. Cast a circle and protect your energy with any work you do. Absolutely. Spells are like, oh, Sam read that one already. Spot on. I am so behind in chat. I mean, really, really behind. Because as we're answering questions, I don't go too far or I get lost. I get on and 20 minutes later, hey, don't give me shit.
This is why I told him to cool it. Calm down.
Yes, karma, right? That's exactly why we don't go out pushing out negativity. And you guys can think of it like this. You know, a lot of times paganism is portrayed as a terribly negative thing. But you know, within spirituality, there's the same thing that can happen there, right? And just the evil, and not evil, I'm not going to say that, but the dark intention to pass negative energy onto somebody else just by thought. Like, ooh, so-and-so is just a horrible, horrible individual. Same thing. If you're thinking horrible, negative things about people and they fall and break a leg, hello? So that's why as light workers and as spiritual beings, we should be keeping our thoughts as high vibrating as possible. Then you don't have all that shit attached to you. Because guess what? Not only are you bringing that energy in for somebody else, you're bringing it in for yourself too.
Has any of your people ever been in a craft church?
Oh, what do we call those guys? You're talking a spiritualist church, like where it's everybody.
Okay, here's my church. Okay.
Okay.
The Catholics got these beautiful,
I love Catholic church.
beautiful big buildings with all the painted ceilings and they hang Christ all over the place and stuff. And you know,
They're pretty.
Huh?
I think they're pretty.
Yes. Okay. And I've got my church, and what you do is you walk to the middle of the woods, you find a tree laying on the ground, and you look up, and I've got this marvelous stained glass window. It's called the sky, and I find a stump someplace that I can sit on, and I can teach from if I want to. I have the best church in the world, and I can go to it anytime, anywhere, any place.
Absolutely.
And it don't cost my people to follow me a nickel. They go because they want to sit on a stump with snakes under it. No, maybe not snakes.
No snakes.
No snakes.
No snakes.
Okay.
Tanya, thank you. We have trolls on YouTube. Jerks. Or is it yours on you removing your trolls or our trolls? Is it better to cast wishes for others' benefit? Is it better to cast positive intentions for others' benefits?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah, yeah. That comes under the heading of karma. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Personal joke.
They're telling me bless you for sneezing.
Oh, do you believe in the 3 times 3? If you
I
send out
keep
bad,
forgetting
it will
they
come
can
back
do
threefold.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was tenfold.
Well,
No.
you know, it depends who you talk to and who you listen to. But anytime you send out and try to do something bad, it will come back and sit on your lap.
Gotcha.
And if you help happy with that, well then, have at it. Yeah.
Sandra Oaks needs a hug, you guys. Everybody send Sandra some love.
Love.
We love you too, Aaron. Okay. What's the best way to let people know who ask isn't pagan witchcraft and comes from the devil worship?
No.
Which is the most common thing they say right away and put with some of the same things we do as spiritual. Very true.
In the first place, I don't believe in the devil. The devil is the evil that you do to people during the time of your life. No. Just, no.
It's really more of a question of what do you tell people that come at you like that? To say
Well, they don't want to do that to me.
Well,
yeah, but this is Katrina.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my answer would be, because I've been called the devil. It was a lot of night. It wasn't very fun. I've been called the devil. I got called the devil one time in a healing session, whatever. But it is the purest form of spirituality or purest form of religion. Because really it is. You take away all the human aspect and you have just nature that you're working with. It is the purest form.
And generally when somebody's coming at you like that and calling you a devil worshiper and all that, it's because of whatever they've been taught.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's programming.
And it's it's programming. Whether it be our parents, neighbors, friends, church, school, society. You know, that is it's a deprogramming part. You try to take that out of people because they don't want you to be an independent thinker. They don't want you to be independently. They don't want you to be able to independently heal yourself because you can't make money at it. They can't control. There's no control over it. Now, and the other aspect of it is that you won't fit into the program. Their narrative, whatever their narrative is. Again, whether it's society, church, religion, rather, school, parenting, friendship, any of that. As long as you don't conform to what they believe, you're
outside.
You're an outsider. You can be considered a devil worshiper if that is what they have been taught or programmed. So it's
the best way to discern.
If you don't believe in evil or you don't practice evil intentions, they can call you whatever they want to. It's their belief against what you believe or what you practice. So don't get hung up on somebody saying, "Ooh, you worship whatever," and just do your thing and be happy and let them be in their thinking and misery if that's what.
If somebody comes up to you and says, "Oh, you worship the devil," now you know better than that. So you just look at them and you smile and say, "Well, that's not true, but thank you very much for your opinion."
Yeah.
And then walk away from it, and that'll usually knock the Swiss out of there.
Yeah, because a lot of people that do that are looking for the pushback, and it's just not worth the pushback. Yeah. Ellie says, "You don't do cold, you don't do heat, Lisa. You're like the Goldilocks of weather. A nice 72 degrees, partly sunny would be perfect, Ellie." Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Nancy's having trouble staying on.
Oh.
Just because she keeps getting booted. Let's see. Hi, Nancy. We need to chat. Just because I miss you. Let's see. I had seen Leanne had popped on. Okay. I didn't see her, so my feed is, I've got it slowed down. Let's see. Good thing I can read though that far, huh?
Is there something printed there?
I got a message, someone logged in and my Facebook account settings say no. Very well, interesting. I'm fairly new to all this. That's all right, Lori. That's why we do this stuff, right? The important people are on YouTube. Tanya is extremely important. So important.
You know what would be a really good thing? You could get 15 or 20 people around on a dark evening, go out in your backyard, light up a fire, whether it's in a cauldron or whatever, bring out a bunch of folding chairs, and do this kind of discussing all night long.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we did in Savannah last year. We although we were in the hotel, we were in they had a big outdoor courtyard in the middle of the hotel, and we sat there for 1 o'clock in the morning and we just chatted. By the way, Savannah, second annual Savannah is happening in May. It's on the webpage. And we just sat there and we chatted about so many different subjects like this. It was so interesting.
Savannah is just a get together. There will be no classes or events. It's just a big get together. We're all doing.
Compare notes.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Savannah, that's in South Texas, ain't it? No? Okay.
No. It isn't. Yay, a drumming circle. Isn't that amazing that they're allowing her to do that in school? I just love it.
I'm in a public school, yes. Shocked. Pleased, but shocked.
Yeah.
Huh.
Let's see where we at here. I'm still behind you guys. Lori Spears, I related it to all the healing. You were so smart. I related to healing pandemic trauma with sound therapy. So smart. But you're right, too, as well. Hi, Taryn. We're just sitting here having a chat tonight. That's pretty much what we're doing this evening with Mr. Bill.
Yeah.
Bill, wait, hold on. Bill. I had fun in Canva today. There was a druid in the book series named Al-Anon, and he was what I wanted to become. He could shoot blue flame out of his fingers and could use elf magic, right? Wouldn't that be cool? Is there a best practice?
Shoots blue flame out of his fingers?
It was in a book.
Okay.
Is there somebody else asked something earlier, and I think I missed it. Is there any books that you would recommend for a beginner?
Living Wicca. Living Wicca. It's still published too. And
Is that Cunningham?
I'd have to look at it. I got it sitting on the desk in there. There's a number of good ones, but Living Wicca and Family Wicca. They're both
Living Wicca is by Scott Cunningham.
Score!
okay.
No, because I didn't know who it was, and my guide said Cunningham.
Okay.
And then Family Wicca?
Yeah. And those are really basic books, and they will steer you in the proper direction, keeping in mind that there's no such thing as a whole printed truth on the craft.
And also keeping in mind that you take from everything, just like spirituality, what works for you out of it and what doesn't, you let go. So, you may not agree with everything that's in there.
But it is a good guide if you're a solitaire and you're wanting to work and learn, by yourself. Because there's lots of folks out there that are solitaires. So it depends on yourself. Those my God, my copy's probably 25 years old.
So Family Wicca, revised and expanded edition.
I don't have that one.
It's Practical Paganism for Parents and Children, by Ashleen O'Gaya. It's O''Gaea.
Gaia.
Author of Raising Witches. So Gaia, I guess?
Gaia.
O'Gaya? Okay.
Yeah, I've always heard it referred to as Gaia or Goddess.
Okay.
The O somebody put in front of it sounds nice.
Stacey Ham says, is our best practice as a beginner? Best place to start.
Get those two books and read them. And the reason I say that is because you can go around the country and find thousands of individual covens. And I think if you get a grip on these books, and they're not a long read, they're like that. They just got good stuff in it. Then you can make up the mind. You can visit a dozen different groups and find out which one fits you best. It's really because like when I was learning under Lady Cersei, there was a lady across the town, and I can't remember her name, saved my life. And they were, if they got within 6 blocks of each other, you had earth tremors. Yes, it was terrible. And they did not like each other. But when we had the conventions in Toledo,
everybody behaved.
They would be sitting there and they'd be smiling. Hi, how are you? Shaking their hands, wanting to rip their arms off and stuff in their ear. But other than that, they were good buddies. But yeah, that's the way it is. And you got some coverings that get along just wonderfully with everybody, and some that don't.
Gotcha.
So,
thank you for being our Kraken, Tanya.
What?
Our Kraken. This is how far behind I am, Tanya. She says, yeah, I took them out. I was talking earlier about trolls. The Kraken is here.
oh,
Barbara says that's amazing because I've always say my church is when I'm in the woods or even in my home.
see, I told you.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have a stump.
Oh, this is one I can address. Billy Ann says, I was told I was a witch in a former life, and I'm wanting to find my soul's purpose. How do I go about doing that besides meditating? Cards, self-care, shadow work. Need help, but don't know where to start. All the same, more of the above.
What I would do, really, is gather as much information as you can, just here and there, and then find a really super duper comfortable chair. Set it outside on a nice moonlit night, and just think about it. And center where you want to be at.
Right. And the other thing I want to add here is life purpose changes. If you are going to set a goal for yourself and that's all you're going to do, you've limited yourself on an incarnation. So when people look for their soul purpose or their life purpose, guys, the goalpost changes all the time. Mm-hmm. And there is no mastery of anything on the side that says, ha, 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 and just all of a sudden you ascend. It's not how it works. You're going to lay more obstacles in front of yourself or your guides are going to do that if you have cut yourself short on learning on a lifetime. So your soul purpose is, I think it's an illusion.
That will change as you get older.
Yeah, it's an illusion.
Yeah.
That just morphs throughout life. I wish there was it written down someplace, but it just doesn't.
Yeah.
This is so far away from me that my eyes are starting to strain. Apparently the YouTube trolls haven't heard that our psychic intuitively says also a troll hunter savant. Oh, silly trolls. I haven't seen them. I gotta tell them Satan is a Christian thing and that you don't believe in Satan. It's true. It's true.
Yes.
You can't have Satan without Christianity. If you didn't have Christianity, there would be no Satan.
Best way to describe Satan to us is the evil that we do to ourselves.
And each other.
Yep.
Aaron. He won't allow you back. Aaron says Satan won't allow him back because he's too badass. Oh.
You stop and think about it. Without Satan, the Christian church would be there, I don't think.
No, because this is a deep conversation. Because without Satan, you can't guilt people. You can't put fear in people.
No, you can't tell them. You'll tell them they're going to drag
that's
your butt
no
down there in that
judgment.
party hole.
Yeah, there's no judgment against anybody's religion. Honestly, there's not. I don't believe in having to guilt people. That's my thing. Tanya says, I will always send back with 3 times with love and light if it's their negative energy they sent me. I don't want it. I know my boundaries. Leave the rest to the universe to magnify as they see fit. Not my job.
Another thing I'd like to add on top of that, always remember, be as good to people as you can be.
Mm-hmm.
But if they hit you, we don't turn the other cheek. If they hit you, you got to double back and just cold cock them. I'm sorry. Because why would they hit you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, when I say
I will
hit,
never hit you.
no, what I'm referring to is,
I know.
yeah,
I know.
you know, I mean, it can be hitting you with words or otherwise, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you keep getting booted, Nancy. So sorry. Okay, Katrina liked the answers. That's awesome.
So here is a response from Amber Allen. What about people who call themselves Christian witches? Can the two be combined? Now, here's my take on it, and Bill, I definitely want you to weigh in on this. We're all witches or wizards or whatever in our own sense. So
Gods and goddesses in our own right.
Correct. So, I mean, we all have the power. We all have the gift. It's a matter of tapping into that ability or gift and being able to use it to better ourselves. Christianity, Buddhism, any religion, that's really what the message is to be good to yourself and be good to the people around you. And so why can't it be a form of, and I hate to say witchcraft because I don't like to use that term, but spirituality, we're all spiritual. It's just what we believe in, and you pray, you're nothing more than putting out an intention. It's the same as manifesting something else. And if you want to say a prayer can be the same thing as a spell, it's similar. It's not the same thing, but it's similar. You're praying for your
Prayer is a request.
Yes, but it's putting the intention out there. It's a manifestation.
Yes.
And so, I mean, in my book, that makes it, if you want to classify that as a spell or, something, it's similar to that, but it's not, I don't really call it a spell. So.
I'm a Christian witch. That's the first, honestly, you just hit me with something I've never heard of before.
Oh, it's a big thing recently. Last 15 years.
Oh, really?
I'll have to look on your face.
I don't see how the two can meld.
But they are. But they're the same thing. You go up in the church to light a candle for somebody's well-being or to hope.
That is psychosomatics. Yes.
Yeah. And it's
the same with the craft in there.
Right.
Deals with psychosomatics.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot.
When you
of
say Christianity, you say you believe in Christ, that Christ died on the cross and was reborn, and then you believe in the devil, the evil spot of that, all that stuff, and in reality, the closest, I don't even believe in the devil, man. I mean, come on.
But see, then that's saying that the fluidity of paganism can't exist within Christianity as well. So if you can look at paganism and say we're very fluid, we can believe what we want to believe. The same should be true for Christianity, where if they want to pick and pull aspects from one part to another, that's their thing. But they're also saying instead of it being instead of it being God, they would call it the divine source. And do I think Jesus walked the earth? Absolutely. And I think he was a wonderful healer and a divine prophet.
Yes, all the above I'll agree with.
Ascended master. So
The ascended we're going to have in our discussion.
Well, ascended master to what you think of and what I think of is probably different.
In the craft, generally speaking, you achieve perfection physically and mentally,
Right.
and you leave this lifetime and go to where you should be going to the next. But if you reach that perfection on both levels, you ascend and become part of the creative life force of the universe.
Okay. So within spirituality, we call that ascension.
Yes.
Okay. So the ascended masters are the people that have had human incarnations, that have decided to not carry on and ascend, but to be of assistance to humanity. So they're guides.
Yes. Well, you become part of it. We don't set the right or left hand side.
Right. Yeah.
You become part of creative life force of the universe, which is a really big place.
Right.
And it is, I guess you could call it an ascension, but it's just, you've got where you wanted to be in this existence.
Right.
So you're moving on to the next one.
So what they're saying with the Christian pagans is they're doing the same thing that the Wiccan is doing, or paganism, and pulling from different areas what worked for them and releasing the things that don't.
I'd really like to sit in on one of those.
I know. It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
It's a little mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Because I'm with you. I don't believe in Satan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that there's a hell. I think there's the purgatory we make for ourselves here.
Right.
Yes.
And then we do a review on what the hell we did wrong.
Yeah.
You know.
But at one time in history, somebody looked up at a volcano and said, "Damn, there's hell down there."
Yeah. Deborah Campbell says, "No devil, just dark souls living among us." Hi, Louise Coyne. Hi, we are talking to Bill this evening. Isis says Scott Cunningham is great. He was my introduction when I started my pagan journey. Yeah, he does. I think he breaks it down. I'm aware of the name, and I believe I might have read a book on him at one point, but I can't believe it.
Off the screen.
I know I'm off the screen.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep looking so far. It was hurting my eye.
Oh yeah, blow it up.
Oh, what?
Expand it.
I can't do that. That doesn't do this.
Oh,
No, I mean,
there you go.
I meant blow up the text so you can see the text.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. And I'm afraid to touch anything. Okay. Is there a way to find others to teach, educate paganism in states or regions?
Define that. What do you mean?
She wants to know how to find a teacher. I would say go to, myself personally, I would say go to a metaphysical shop.
Yeah, but the downside for me to that, they're in the business of selling metaphysical stuff, books, jewelry,
Right.
so forth and so on. And okay, for me to buy jewelry, my jewelry has to be made at a certain time and blessed in a certain kind of way.
Right.
Okay, if I buy a necklace out of his case, how do I know it is?
Right. But I'm saying to find a teacher, they could see who's in the area.
They're going to
Push their
put
people.
you on to, yes.
Gotcha.
And I'm, not to saying that
No.
they don't know what they're doing or nothing like that. I'm just saying that where are they going to steer you towards where they can make money?
Right. That's true.
But like at Lady Circe's, the way I went in there and the way I got introduced to it was sort of like getting hit up the side of the head with a damn railroad tie. But
2x4 therapy.
yeah,
That's what we call 2x4 therapy.
yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah. And it was drunk out that night, and
It was drunk out.
yeah, a
Oh
little
God.
bit. But anyhow, it was really amazing, and you just got to find somebody. If I was going to be looking for somebody to learn under, I would try to find at least several teachers in the area, or several codes,
Mm-hmm.
and set in on an introductory class to all three and see which person that you like better than the others.
Yeah.
And if you're like we are down here, let me see, how far is the closest one? Oh, Bay City, Texas, on Avenue H. And the closest one I hear is on the other side of town. She's a nutcase. So, it's just not easy.
Yeah, you have to really be discerning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Word of mouth is a great way to do it. If you can't find anything super local, look in your county under Facebook and see if you can find stuff.
There you go.
You have to pick through and find out what works for you. Same with spirituality.
And maybe you can run into a half a dozen of people like yourself that are looking for a group and form a group.
Yeah.
And elect your teacher, to teach
Right.
you, the most experienced one.
Right.
And then, because the one that learns the most during the class is the teacher.
Which is exactly.
We found that out.
That's exactly why we started the classes, the membership and stuff, because there's so much interaction and stuff like that you can't help but learn from
No,
other
it's
people.
impossible.
Or when you're putting classes together, you're just like, holy crap. I'm still wowed over Christmas. We've been talking about the Christmas pagan traditions and how that all originated today.
And you could probably find
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
and being that Christmas ain't really that old.
Exactly.
I mean, as far as
the
Mhm.
the money holiday. Isis says Earth, Air, Fire, Water by Scott Cunningham. He breaks it down to where it's easy to understand. Let's see. Your accent is super cool, by the way.
Who's-
Probably yours. You got a little bit of a Texas thing going on. You got a little Texas thing.
Y'all got some Texas accent?
That's
You would never know by me.
Louise, I'm sure we would say the same for you. You're from Ireland, right? So yeah, I think you're from Ireland. Okay, let's see. Is it Christine Emerson's birthday? Did I just put that out there and people will be like, "What? Yes, it's happy birthday, Christine Emerson. Happy birthday to you." I need to get save a video on here for that. We are wherever we are for a reason. We learn as we go. Absolutely. I can't.
Yeah.
Christine, my mother's birthday is on the 4th. That's her birthday. It's Friday.
Oh,
You
I knew
send her
that.
flowers?
Huh?
You are sending her flowers.
good night, Ellie. Good.
I sent her drugs.
night.
Send her what?
I sent her drugs.
You need a book, Spirituality for
Okay.
So she can
Dummies.
get better.
That's
Oh.
right. Okay. Let's see. Without Satan, blah blah blah. And here I'm reading, guys. Da, da, da. Sam had already read that one. That's
So I
why it was
suppose
a
I
blah blah
probably
blah.
could send her some flowers too.
Okay. Ellie says she'd call herself a Christian spiritual life coach witch. I agree with that, Ellie. I do. All right. Think about this. Think about it this way. Voodoo and Santeria is a mix of Catholicism and West African dysphoria. Christians can be witches, and there are many out there. And there are, yeah. Yeah, Santeria and Voodoo. I don't.
No.
I didn't want to piss anybody off that practices that, okay? Just don't.
Voodoo's.
Good evening, Miss Tammy Emmett.
Hi, Tammy. Yes, I think prayer is the start of a spell. I agree with that. Christianity, I think, has more of a belief that there is a God power greater than us. Yeah, I think that would be an accurate description, Ellie. I'm a Catholic Jew. Did I read that right? Yeah. These are labels that put you in a group, but I like to think I'm really just spiritual. If you, okay, what? Aaron has a sense of humor.
Mhm.
What if you are an atheistic megalomaniac? You know you are God, but don't believe in yourself. Aaron. You've confused the hell out of Bill. What? Hey, that's tame. You should see some of see what's up here. Christianity's more a way of lifestyle. What's lacking in today's youth? Oops. Yeah, oops. I accidentally typed. You know you are a God, but don't believe you exist. But believe you exist. I believe in spirit, and I bring in God in all my crafting. It's awesome. divine source, divine light. However, it's all so many different names for one thing is how I look at it. That's the way I look at it. All right. Oh my God, you guys, they're killing me. I'm almost caught up.
Almost. It's sort of like horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah. I keep hearing timers go off. It's good things coming. Hope it's good things coming my way. Yeah, right? So weird. Before Nancy Beaulieu came on, my screen kept freezing. And once she came on, no more frozen screen for me. It was so nice. But her screen kept freezing. Then Nancy Beaulieu leaves. My screen starts freezing again. What's that about? Man, don't ask me about electronics. You know I have a problem with that. I'm just lucky this is working. Is paganism like Native American beliefs? Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And sadly, anything, I think that everything other than Christianity is labeled paganism. The three major religions, there's the three major religions, mm-hmm. and then anything outside of that is labeled paganism, I believe. It's something like that. It's like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right?
I'll get back with you on that.
Okay. Discussion for next time, right? Oh, Dennis Casey will be all over this for a t-shirt, right? Dennis has he makes t-shirts, and he has one that lady's doing over a crystal ball, and she's like, my crystal ball says you're full of shit. And I'm caught up. Oh my goodness, you guys.
Oh, not that good.
Oh, you're sharing energy now.
I am.
No, Nancy and Renee have been talking a lot. They've been sharing energy. Okay, so everybody, I think that is a wonderful use of a solid hour and a half.
Oh, really?
Hour and a half.
See how time flies.
It does. So we're going to conclude. Is that okay with you?
Conclude what?
We're going to conclude.
Well, sure.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
All right. Okay.
I'm just here as the leaf in the wind. So.
Could have been worse. It could have been a fart in the wind. Ellie, you should be in bed. You have college tomorrow. I'm so glad you're feeling better, though. She says, thanks for joining us, Bill. Love the deep chats. Keep well. Sam, I'll message you tomorrow on crystals.
Who?
Ellie.
Oh.
All right, everybody.
Ellie, I'm in Texas right now, so.
Yeah, he's in Texas right now with us. Everybody's saying, thanks, Bill. Bill wants to keep going. It's 9:30 here? 8:30 here. I can't keep, this is so silly. My head is like turned like this, and I can't keep turning my head like this.
Breaking neck.
You can't wait for Georgia. Yeah, it's too much on my neck. Everybody's saying, thank you, Bill. Thank you. We cannot wait for Savannah. If you guys are interested in going to Savannah, don't forget you can find it on the main page of the webpage. There's no charge for it. It's just us gathering in Savannah and having a good time. That's all it is. Last year,
no drinking.
Oh, you definitely were not there last year. I can tell you that.
Only daiquiris.
Yeah. Okay. So we had we had several pictures of peach margaritas. Oh my goodness, they were so good. But we had cauldron and drum circle, right? Maybe we'll see if when the weather gets a little warmer, we'll see if that's possible, and we'll just see what we can do there. Renee says, nice seeing you, Mr. Bill. Thank you so much for sharing all of your wisdom with us. You're always fascinating. You're always fascinating. Great. Guys, thanks. He's gonna be like, wait, I'm Bill. I'm Bill. Okay. I'm waiting for the words from Sam. Mr. Fry.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing about.
All right. We always have wine. I know. Oh no, Heather, don't believe that for a hot second. She says, oh man, no drinking. You are adults. I can't tell you what to do.
We don't drink, we guzzle.
In fact, why do we do a group blessing, as January was tough for everyone and retrograde is over tomorrow? A group blessing, sure. Where's Ted? Should I do Texas instead? You don't want to miss Savannah, Lori. You don't want to miss Savannah. Oh, I don't know. I'll hold on. I'll ask him. They want to know if you'd like to say a group blessing real quick or no.
I'll leave that to you.
Oh, thanks.
No. It's, you know.
No, here we go, guys.
Good.
Here we go. If everybody could just take a moment and take a nice deep breath. Another nice deep breath. Breathing in and then exhaling all of the low vibrating, turbid energy from the body. Relaxing. And being right here, right now, in this moment. And call on the divine light and protection of the archangels and the watchtowers, of our guides and guardians, to bring forward peace and tranquility, healing and light surrounding each and every one of us. With the angel energy, the healing energy, and the light from divine source to keep us healthy and prosperous and level in life and all things. And I'll leave you with that. And we have had a lot of sickness within the group recently. A lot of people that are suffering in a lot of different ways. We've had car accidents, we've had COVID, we've had people passing away, we've had surgeries, so many different things going on. So handing out that energy amongst ourselves and sending it out to those we know that need it is extremely important. So that's where we need to reside, so with that light, nice white light. Rooms are expensive, even with roomies at the hotel we're talking about. Yes, Lori. Yeah, we're staying in that hotel because we know that there's a courtyard there where we can all meet, and it's very centrally located. So if you get on the group, I know that there's other people staying away from the hotel, and you can see if anybody is looking for roomies someplace in another hotel. It is an expensive hotel. I'm not gonna. It is, but we like the courtyard. So, all right, Ellie. I would have had you do it if you were here. If I could have pulled you on, Ellie, but you are supposed to be in bed.
Blessed be y'all.
All right, guys. Blessed be, Bill says, and find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And
May the light be with you always.
all right, everybody. You thought I chose that hotel because it's haunted. I don't know. Is it haunted? I don't know. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks for being here, and love you all. You got up with the COVID and ended up curing myself with egg cleaning. I'd have to hear about that. All right, everybody. Blessed be. Good night. Say good night. Good night, Bill. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.